There's something for everyone at Mulgrave Country Club. The Bistro Cafe is open daily, there's free entertainment most nights of the week, and their private function rooms can cater for 30 to 250 guests. Mulgrave Country Club, Wheelers Hill, your friendly community sporting club.
Good evening, everybody. We're back at the Mulgrave Country Club for another final. This is Novice Carnival for 2024. We're up to the women's singles, and we're about to begin with N1, but a quick tape to measure the length. Adrian Goldsmith at work early. Got Courtney Thompson, who we saw in the previous game, a convincing semi-final win up against Sonya King from Hawthorn, who, well, got to be said, it's one of the best comebacks we've seen at the Carnival this year. 20-9 down in her semi-final. Picked up 12 shots in a row to win 21-20. So it should be very interesting to see how this one plays out, given the tactics of both used in the semi-final. We'll touch more on that later. Joining me in commentary for this one, Glenn Soditis. Good evening, Glennos.
Glad to be here, Sam.
Are you really?
Yes.
Good.
Had such a good time yesterday, thought I'd come back for some more.
Hey, you brought the close contest in the final. If we get anything half that good tonight, as yesterday evening, we'll be in for an absolute treat. So the jack has been re-rolled. And we'll try again on N1. No time limit for this one. Just first to 21 shots to decide who will take home the women's singles novice title for 2024.
So from what you've seen throughout the day, Sam, what's your pick early?
Well, I've only seen one game. These guys came from Glen Waverley.
Okay.
Just so I've seen a semi-final from both, and what I've seen is some good bowls, but some different tactics from both players. So we'll see if that comes into play again in the final. Sonya tended to, her run of ends, or run of shots that she picked up to win her semi-final, tend to have to walk the mat all the way up, and Jack back playing really quite short, close to minimum length. And we saw Courtney in her semi-final play. She stretched it right out, probably not quite full pit to pit, but definitely longer length. So we'll see how that plays out. Whether one of these ladies can control the mat for a period of ends. Both look to be very even on paper, so that might prove all the difference.
Well, you can already see that length difference from what Sonya played in the semi-final may be ringing out now. Making sure that she's reaching with those first two bowls, whereas Courtney's first bowl's only that little bit further past. The other thing to factor in that we'll see this evening is that getting later into the night, the green will hit that breaking point where it starts slowing down. We noticed that last night in the pairs final as well. So that sun completely sets and the lights take over. A bit of dew rising in the green.
Yeah, no sun to distract the players this evening. So, a couple of opening bowls from Courtney, but Sonya, not about done. Is that enough for the shot? Have to be, wouldn't it?
I'd think so.
Based on our angle.
Found our age to correct quickly. Beautiful line from both players to start off as well.
That was always going to happen with that third bowl then, wasn't it? That was never finishing anywhere near the centre line.
No.
As soon as you mentioned it. Right idea.
I will say that it had left the hand when I made that call.
Yeah,
but
okay, yeah. Retract that statement as quickly as possible. Oh, it's Sonya. As good as the last one was, still needs another one thereabouts. It's a good shot on for Courtney. Holds to this bowl is real good. Gets the inside of it. Fall back on the jack. Oh, yeah, rightio. No messing about.
No messing about, and tiny target for Courtney to play too well as well.
Yeah, nothing on the respot. Of course, still playing respot here.
Nothing on the respot.
Two
Unfortunately,
down
all
there,
of her
two down the
bowls
respot.
are on the wrong side of where the jack's likely to spring. As we look at it now, it's more likely to shoot out to the left with any contact.
Yeah, maybe get a couple shot bowls. 2 bowls moving without the jack.
I'd anticipate that she's probably just trying to draw to that bowl just past it at the moment and see if she can sneak in for second shot there.
Not overly aggressive, but not far away at the same time, Glenn. What sort of result can she get?
What a
You're
bowl.
kidding. She done enough to get the shot. Well, if this is going to be the standard for the next couple of hours, then well, I think she has. Sonya concedes 1 to Courtney Thompson on the first end. Oh,
I did manage to
Okay.
catch a little bit of the semi-final Courtney played, and it was really impressive seeing the way that she was converting for a singles game. Often you'll see those games won by just pure relentless draw bowling, but she wasn't afraid at all of having a go at heads or at one bowl targets here and there and changing things over.
yeah, had to get that angle of the bowl without moving the jack. Played it perfectly, great weight, like you said. As you can see that ring next door, men's singles are up to the semi-final. There's a possible collision course for a father-son final as well. Glenn Riley up against Paul Myers, who is going to prove hard to beat. He's had a long day though, a long couple of days of bowls.
Good storylines right the way around out of that matchup.
Sure is.
Potential chance at the father-son or the chance at the going for the double
do
for
the
Paul.
double, yeah, the only one left.
Two finals would be a huge effort for Paul.
Yeah. And the far ring, the other semi-final is Riley's dad Lucas up against Cam Davison from Upway Tacoma. Those games also 21 up. They are still time though. Fair to say, I don't think Paul Myers has come close to getting to 21 shots. He might have actually snuck in the last end of the quarter-final.
Another
Tends to be
two
very
good
long
starting bowls
games.
from Courtney here.
Changes it up.
Better track from Sonya this time round. Appears to have lovely pace as well from
Good
this.
shot. This is good stuff. And a touch of the jack, not quite. Surely not again. Oh, sits it up onto the jack. Any quicker and she gets the bowling time to move it past the jack and almost hold shot. Still the one down.
Well cast again here. May have just lost some of her pace.
Yeah, the line was spot on again, as you said, Glenn. Same bowl for Courtney. Can play more speed if she likes on that same line. Set the bowl right through, get the jack moving. It's all there. No way.
It's a fair effort.
No. Yeah, it's good bowls by both. Sonya's got to be pretty careful now, Glenn. Doesn't want to overplay that and make contact with the last bowl.
Yeah, her one's really good, particularly early in the game where she's looking at playing that shorter length too tactically.
Yeah, if Sonya's able to get an end on the length Courtney's been preferring to play early on. Show a lot of confidence. I mean, Courtney played a pretty good end herself, so doesn't go anywhere with the last one, so it'll be a 1 to Sonya, 1 each. Keep you updated with the other men's semi-finals. We'll live score them as well. 4-0, Cam Davison up early over Lucas Cameron, and 4-0 to Riley Cameron against Paul Myers. Alright, so interesting, Glenn, early on. Stuck with the short length. That jack's got to go a long way to the right, Pete. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's better. Sonya tended to have the mat up and the jack back in the semi-final. She's gone the opposite here.
Yeah, I'll after missing that first one on end one, it might just do a bit of confidence on that range for a while. Get used to this, and once she's feeling really happy about that jack rolling, moving that mat back up.
Scotty Magine after a bit of commentary from Jimmy McPherson. Well, he's been hovering around us the last couple of hours. I don't know if you're going to get anything out of him. Are we any chance? Yeah, there's a chance. Oh, there's a chance. All right. We'll save it for the business end. All right. And we're just pulling up short. Good start from Sonya.
Holding one, please.
Definitely quicker. Needs to land something though. Inside of the bowl is good.
Just got the
Quite
middle of
hit
it.
through enough. I think you mentioned this last night, but I'm loving the way the lines are situated on this stream rig.
Yes.
Makes things a lot easier.
And for good novice bowlers that we've got here today, it's a really good cue to use yourself as a player too.
Sonya just missing pass, so holding one.
Take any of that free information you can get from the green. Markings like that out there. Not far away from...
Yeah, we didn't see her change hands a lot in the previous game. She has here to full effect, draws a toucher.
That works.
Yep, that'll do.
I thought she had her own bowl for a while there, but
Yeah,
did well to just
just
slide
missed
underneath it.
didn't it?
Beautiful pace to do that.
After it,
Not far away either.
Jack through the bowl. Oh, what's it done? It's flicked it back sideways. Still one down. Unlucky. Gets all the Jack all the way through. Probably holds three.
Courtney just double checking that she's holding with the marker.
Yep, prepare my back bowl, is it? Fish shot? Yep.
Courtney taking some time with her coach here to just think about it. Obviously doesn't want to turn that black bowl in. But persisting with that hand where she's just drawn the shot.
Raking seen enough.
Yeah. Out the door on his way. Courtney not bad here, but a safe pace to say the least.
So exchanging ones. The open ends. 2-1 the way of Courtney Thompson. Couple of fast starts in the men's singles semis. Cam Davison up and about 7-0 over Lucas Cameron, and Riley Cameron, who's in the other semi, leads Paul Myers 5-0. Yeah, you still qualify Adam Foley. The only real restriction we put on entries was to do an affiliation date. So anyone affiliated with the club nationwide after May 1st, 2021. Don't imagine that would change going forward. We talked about just before we came out to kick off the final how just even those boys who made from Burwood the quarterfinal of the pairs.
Yep.
Jimmy asked you, were they a bit flat last night? They
Wrapped.
Wrapped. It's been the same with a couple of guys that knocked out. Just a couple of them wrapped to be a part of it and then make it that far through their section. And especially for those guys that are sort of first-year bowlers that haven't been exposed to a lot of tournament carnival-style events like this, with mixing between metro, regional clubs, people I've never met before. Been a good atmosphere last few days.
Yeah, great way to boost the confidence and desire to keep playing bowls and going further with it too. Coming up against some people of your own ability and experience level, and testing where you're at against people of that like experience. That success early on really does translate well to wanting to stick with the game and really make bowls a lifelong endeavour.
So Courtney gets the mat back, doesn't stretch it out as far as we saw the previous end going in this direction. Sonya runs into her own. Thought it was going to get it across, going more into the head, sort of gets it fat and it rolls away. So still 1 to Courtney.
Oh, we were wrong. Raking's back.
Oh. You're kidding.
Courtney with good weight again here.
This looks good. No, it only gets a little bit of the jack, so it's still 2.
Still a pass there for Sonya if she wants to stick with the same hand. Good weight will get her around her own bowl and sit right onto Courtney's.
Change over now. If you're going to change, it's got to be now. Sticking with the backhand. Yeah, just got to get underneath Courtney's. Out to the right. That's a couple bowls short of where the jack is.
Even can use the shoulder off that if she needs.
Oh, under.
Nice pace for it. That kind of weight around her own bowl will go very close to sitting Courtney's shot bowl.
There's still plenty of room to draw the shot on the forehand as well. It's got some pace on it. Boy, doesn't change anything, so Sonya's still going to have to play a good one to get the shot here.
2.
Sticking with the backhand. Fine line between missing underneath here and also making sure she's
made a correction on her line.
Or closer. It's a
Not
miss
far
her
away
own.
at all.
Oh, clear run was good. It's a little bit stiff, runs away, so it'll be a couple away if Courtney Thompson opens up a 4-1 lead. First multiple for the game. See if she looks to stretch it out once again. That was a bit of a sort of shorter length, even though she had the mat right back. Whether that was by design to roll the jack that bit shorter or not, we might find out here. Well, that's definitely longer, Glenn.
Yep. Getting right the way back there.
Men's single semis, Cam Davidson 7-2 over Lucas Cameron. Riley Cameron is fired up early and played some good bowls. Leads Paul Myers 7-0. I don't imagine Paul Myers would have been behind a scoreline like that at all during the tourney.
No, but if there's anything we can take out of yesterday, it's that he can draw shots from any situation.
Yes, absolutely.
Courtney will be a little bit disappointed with that first one. Nice starter from Sonya here. Beautiful pace. Bowl or two in front.
Out of the pace or not?
Yeah, has done. I'm not sure whether quite
Just
enough
struggling
though.
to get there still. Last one from Courtney. Doesn't make it any easier as well for Sonya. She's used her own still on the forehand. Just got to be inside it. Oh, almost flicked the back edge of it across.
Would have done
Stuck to a
enough
handy
as well.
spot. Yeah, would have. Had nice weight for a couple of options.
And now has 2 seconds there with one to play as well, so Courtney would want to put another one in there. Otherwise Sonya will have something to look at. Courtney once again back to the bank for a nerve-settling chat. Really clarifying her process of what she wants to play.
Stevie Garcia on coaching duties this evening. What's the go? You didn't play the same bowl still?
I think so. I definitely think she needs a second one in there. You can't leave that one ball isolated while Sonya's got a couple of seconds.
Can't play the forehand and place on your shot and give away the shot at the same time.
Has gone with a hand change.
Same shot for Sonya or forehand drive?
I think forehand underneath, play that swing weight. Anything under that
She's-
pink bowl, you're a
yeah.
chance to trail the jack. If you
Yep.
sit the pink bowl out, you make 3. Doesn't need to be huge weight. You can just keep your bowl on top and
It's still
get
going
a
to be
result.
relatively quick on that hand still. I know the greens, the pace is coming off it slowly to hold underneath. Yeah, it's been a little bit more unforgiving if you miss the line under. Probably just lacking a little bit of weight in the end, so it looks like it'll be another end. 3 in a row the way of Courtney Thompson. It's 5-1 in women's singles final. Cormier still yet to get off the mark against Riley Cameron. 8-0 next door. His old man Lucas, he's on the board. 3-7, he trails Cameron Davison. Davison, rather. It's about 3 in a row. It's 3 ends in a row where she's got Matt all the way back and Jack sort of ended up somewhere near the top of the line. It's probably the stage she played one really good bowl each end. The only end where she really sort of grouped 3 or 4 together was the end that Sonya won.
Yeah. With trailing a jack early for Courtney,
Yeah.
which just moved it into a bit of space and left that open draw for Sonya. Once again coming this direction, Courtney with that slightly shorter jack length, and not sure whether it's tactical, two ends in a row coming this way to be that bit shorter, or whether she's just missed by a little bit on that jack roll. Looks to be another well-weighted bowl here.
Yeah,
Certainly
you see
been the
there's
game.
still a little bit of late turn on that hand.
Looks like Paul might have won his first end in that matchup.
Yeah, looks about time, he says. Picks up a couple. It's Courtney Thompson. It's good areas. That's another one in. Only a couple now.
Sonya overcorrecting with her last. Let's see if she can find that middle ground here. Looks to have corrected very well.
Got a piece of the jack. Needs all of it. Gets all of it. Follows with it. Chance needs it without the jack.
Oh, and gets the result.
Yes, no, got it far enough. Yep.
Wasn't sure whether that was going to hold on long enough there,
I
Sammy.
thought she had more pace than that. I thought the jack was going to spring a little further. Turns out she played it to absolute perfection.
Sonya now coming up for a look. Likely has 2 seconds. And from her end, it would look like the pink is closer than it is. But it's about a 15 to 18 inch gap between that jack and the bowl.
Vinny reckons our marker in ITO, Pete Barnett, is signalling the shots behind his back for us towards the camera. Surely not. It's risen in my estimations if that's the case. I'm going to keep an eye out for an next end.
I hadn't noticed it, but if that's the case...
Oh, was it that obvious, was it? Rightio, no worries, guys. Not terrible here. Just needs to miss the front bowl. Collects it.
Yeah, good wait for it.
It's been far away, Sonya. Courtney's just played a couple of big bowls when needed, including that one. Good little end. For once in a row. Leaders 6-1. Away of Courtney Thompson.
It's an interesting one for Sonya here. I mean, she's down early, but been in plenty of heads. Plays another good bowl here, but it's a matter of can you mentally win that battle when you don't have a teammate there to pump you up and say, yeah, I'm playing good bowls, I'm not far away. Keep that energy up within yourself to stick at the job at hand and be prepared to keep going. Saying that, given her comeback in the last game, I think she's more than capable of maintaining that mindset. Another good starter from Courtney there. For those at home, the square boxes that you see on the green from those line markings are about 40 centimetres by 40 centimetres. So that should be able to give you a bit of an indication as to how far shy that last bowl's finished. Lovely reply from Sonya.
Oh, right idea. Fantastic spot to finish in as well. Riley Cameron up on Matt Ring next door. Rips the bowl out for a couple.
Yeah, just working out whether it's
the
in or out of bounds. Either way, it appears he's got that respot.
Yeah.
Sonya a little bit heavier with this one. May be in danger of taking her own bowl. But finishes in a really good home there.
What's the situation?
13.6 is the green speed.
Nothing but precise, Sammy.
Precise. 0.66 for those wondering. But as you may have mentioned, Glenn, we might be playing a little bit longer than 27 metres here. So.
And probably would have been peaking at about 14.5, 15 throughout the day, but we've just reached that point where that drop off with the dews starting to come in and green's losing that pace.
Oh, I tell you what, if Sonya missed that, she was right. To tell you what,
Maybe.
not far away anyway.
And using those squares, trying to go, the jack's pretty close to
yep.
the cross. I think she might have just done it.
Is Pete going to give us a signal from behind the bat? I'm waiting for nothing there. That's a stitch up. Never happened.
Courtney once again going back to coach. Does have the best back bowl. If she can get that shot bowl through the jack, that'd be a good option.
Drive. Sorry. Sorry.
Bit of a Jimmy's office bowls attitude, is it?
Yeah.
What are you playing, Sam?
I'm actually playing drive.
Okay. I think I'd be looking at it
Shot ball
at
through the jack.
6 feet on the forehand.
Get it
Shot
out.
ball through jack. Pump your own up through there as well.
Arrive with weight. The drive is not something we've got in the locker room. But why do you need the drive when you've got the plate with weight? The shot
Oh,
ball
very
follows
stiff
through.
to see.
Gets it back to definitely just the one. May have been as many as 3.
Probably the best head we've seen so far this end too, Sam. Both players have well and
Yes.
truly warmed
Yep.
into the game now. Some of those pre-final nerves simmered down a bit.
That will not change anything, so it'll be a 1. I have Sonya King. 6-2, the lead to Courtney Thompson. No, I know I can drive, Kenneth. I'm talking about the players out there playing. Turns out we didn't need any big weight. Just arriving was good enough to reduce the damage. Guess you could say it was raking weight. There's the state coach, loving life. The unintentional pan to raking in the background from Dave. Good work, pal. Nice. 6-2. The first time Sonya's had the mat since she picked up one on the second end, so a chance to shorten the length up. Hasn't brought the mat sort of right up.
No, it's a similar length that she played last time she had the mat.
Yes, yep.
But I do like that she's moved that mat position. The last 2 ends coming in this direction. They've played a very similar length, but Courtney's done it from the mat right back near the tee. Looks a little underline here, but with good pace. Oh, I think Sonya would have really liked that jack there. Just missed on the outside, but a couple of inches. Plenty of room for Courtney. Nailed her weight with the last.
How far short's that ball? How far short?
And if her weight's better, if her line's better, which it is,
Yeah, short ball coming in. Played.
nicely played.
Nice weight both times. It's good correction.
Yeah, some lovely rhythm there, which is what good singles bowl's all about.
Yes. Half a chance still. Sonya, she can take the jack. Couple waiting.
Yeah, now a bowl to sit on there as well.
Nice
She's not
speed
far
here.
away from it. Not
Back to
far
the
away at
draw.
all.
Sonya
Lovely little tickle.
King falls down. Looks like it'll be still enough to grab shot. Set up nicely as well. Yeah, your last ball was shot. Confirmed by Pete. Who can get to the jack first, Glenn? All
Again,
important.
still framed nicely for Courtney.
Yeah.
She sits the bowl clean, trails underneath. Even if she gets the outside of that bowl, it might do enough to spring it over to her own. And she's in the area.
This will come to a good spot if it misses.
Yeah, certainly gives herself some freedom with the last now to play that how she best sees. Sonya coming down for a look as well. Sonya able to play this full of confidence too.
Yeah.
And a jack high bowl
Yep.
let her sit. Trails at a mat length makes 4. Could be really the thing that gets her a bit of energy and up and going throughout. Oh, and look who's just walked through the door. One Lloyd at Yacarino.
No one cares. I don't care.
Everyone knows Lloyd.
Nobody cares. Yacarino! Sorry, that was way too loud. That was way too loud. Chance for Sonya King. Not far away. Getting down to the middle of the bowl. Well played. Sits it all the way through for 2.
Courtney to keep her weight from the last year now.
Yeah, chance for her if she get the...
Super trail for 3, sit the
Yeah.
bowl and
Is it
hang around for
easier
1.
to try and get the jack moving to the left on the backhand still? With that bowl in front? Like if she gets a piece of the bowl first, she more gets the jack down the line.
I think so.
If she plays the forehand, she can get off the bowl and cut it back.
I think the risk with the forehand is if you slice the jack, you're still going to 2 down. Whereas on that backhand, slicing that jack through, if she follows, can make 4 up. She's indicating forehand.
Lots of options, lots of options.
Some more weight from Courtney here. Oh, just misses that ball underneath. Couple of shots to Sonya King. Makes 4-2.
Yeah, couple... What? 4-2.
Sorry, 4-6. She's just been on 2.
Oh no.
I'm in all sorts here.
Oh, Glenn.
Looking at the numbers in front of me, thinking of the numbers in my
Jim
head.
come back ASAP.
What I will get right is that she's stuck with that theme of bringing the mat up.
Yeah, there it is. Just getting a little bit of roll, needs to. Okay, Courtney, a little bit of a start.
You're in a better place than I am, Sam, to remember the which players are which side of the board in the men's singles. What's the go there at the moment?
Riley Cameron's still leading. Paulie Myers has picked up the last couple of ends. It's 10-4 away of Riley. And it's tied back up on the other semi-final. It's now just a 9-6 lead. Cam Davison over Lucas Cameron.
Courtney with a good looking bowl here. Beautiful pace control again. Sonya up and at it.
I was going to say, it's
Sit that bowl.
quick halfway down. It was perfect weight in the end. Stands the bowl up, that's all.
Courtney changing hands now. No, she hasn't. A little bit deceptive with no internal sticker on
Yeah, it
Courtney's
is.
bowl.
That called me out a few times in the semi-final. Doesn't matter as long as she knows when she's
Yes.
playing, because that's an absolute horn. Trails are jacking behind for a couple. Forces Sonya to change hands.
Bit of a tricky one for Sonya here. She's flipped with all three bowls now. 4 back 4. Slightly over on the weight, which is the risk when you see a target like that. Eyes lighting up just a little bit. We're all level in the Cam Lucas men's semi. Sammy? 9 apiece.
Courtney looking for a little bit of cover here. It's played that pretty well.
Yeah, good home.
Gets a little bit of contact. Always looked under, didn't it? No risk
Yeah.
here. Try and add another.
Yeah, but I don't
Nothing
hate the
can go wrong.
process. Go up, get a really clear picture in your mind, understand where everything's sitting at.
Oh yeah, no, that's all good. She'll see that. Be pretty positive at trying to add another one in.
Can you maintain that rhythm? Played 2 really good draw bowls so far. Keep that pace. Taking a rather safe line out there. But good weight again.
Couple away of Courtney Thompson. It's the lead back out to a 4-shot margin, 8-4. It's women's singles final.
You sure that's not 2, Sammy? Not 4-2 after last end's
Oh, yeah.
quick maths errors from
Sorry,
me.
you lost me.
Courtney straight back to that longer length. Getting back to her comfort zone.
Sharon Warner, great you're here. Tuning in from Western Australia. Up the Jets.
Nice starter from Courtney again. Rolls that jack long, gets one past early, makes sure she reaches. And that jack length appears to have caught Sonya out with her first one. Two good bowls now from Courtney. Little tickle.
That last shot's behind the kitty, correct?
Great bowl there from Sonya King. Fair correction after missing with that first and Courtney applying some pressure.
That's a pretty good shot.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the actual definition. Jumps over to the forehand. Chance of trailing this. She's got enough weight to get there in time.
Don't think she does, Sam.
Under
Great
the weight,
line for
under
it.
the weight. Yeah, the track was perfect.
It's one that you do see a lot. Players change hands and they just lose that touch of weight on the changeover.
It's a lonely bowl on that head for Sonya.
Good track again, though.
Doesn't want to open this
very
up.
well.
Good shot. Good shot.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously the target's still there, but
Probably lying to now.
another bowl there. Courtney needs to get the jack. Shane after. Can someone offer poor mate on the stairs a comfy seat?
I think he's feeling pretty good, thanks.
Spence. He's right, thanks. He's that's good from you. That's well done.
Courtney with the...
Is it wide?
Oh, I don't think it's
not
wide at all,
wide.
Sam. I think she's all over it.
Jack!
What a shot, Courtney Thompson.
That's an absolute horn. Makes the three.
Sonya with one to reply, but certainly an ask.
Yeah, but tough shot. She's going to follow it down by the looks of it.
Yeah, glad to see that she's coming down to look at this.
Yeah, she almost lined up as if she was going to just play the bowl straight away in the forehands, just reset. Come down to see the situation. Spence has signed about 40 new players this week. Coaching duties.
Well, good place to find some up-and-coming talent, really, isn't it, Sam?
Yeah. They're all going to make good leads, though, if you ask Spence.
That's what you're going to see a lot of in three-bowl pairs and singles, aren't you?
What's he doing? Why is he sitting on the stairs? We'll let him be. Up to Sonya King to try and respond here.
Got some weight on this. Not quite going to get down to the back edge of her own bowl.
Big turnaround in that game from a couple down to what'll be a 3 away of Courtney Thompson. Game just opens up slightly. It's an 11 shot to 4 lead. Interesting. Sorry, you go.
Remind me, Sam, what was the margin that Sonya came back from in the last game?
I reckon it was as many as 11 down, so 20 to 9.
Yep. So 7 down at this stage won't be bothering her too much. Knows she has that ability to dig deep.
Fair to say that, despite it's still obvious that Courtney wants to play long, Sonya prefers the shorter length ends. Neither of them have absolutely dominated on their preferred length just yet.
No, not at all.
Courtney's come up with a few big conversions, but Sonya's still had bowls in the head. Most ends.
think there's been a couple more loose bowls from Sonya. There's been the odd one where she's missed over or under, and I think that's sort of been the difference at this stage. Is Courtney's just had that extra bowl to play to. It's not necessarily been drawing the one shot. She's had a chance to trail for two instead. In terms of that difference between first and second shot, it's not been a lot so far though. Good track again from Sonya.
Just to sit down in time.
How far short was my last ball? How far short was my last ball, please? And shot ball, how much space between the tees?
Asking all the right questions, Glenn.
Yep. What you want to see from your novice bowlers? Obviously in singles don't have a teammate there to give you that information, so using the marker, they're up there for a reason.
I think it's a bad track.
Yeah, is she going to get down in time?
Not again. Oh, it
Just
falls
flops.
back down.
Last ball shot or?
Marcus having a real good look here after Simone's asking.
No, she's still
Indicates
holding.
she's still
Yeah,
holding.
it's freshly in front of Sonia's bowl. Yep. You draw to the last one now. Looks like he was going to rip back the last little bit. It sort of just went straight to the last foot.
And then wasn't quite sure if it was going to drop down or not, but fell over for Courtney. Not quite enough though. Great line from Sonya there. Just might be just a little bit nervous about getting too close. Courtney will be disappointed with that one. Just falling short. Great track. Marker once again confirming that Sonya's got the shot. I think she might be pretty content to stay away here. Looks to be changing hands. Doesn't want to run the risk of flicking Courtney's bowl over onto the shot bowl or taking that place of the jack. Yeah, very safe line out there.
One. I have Sonya King. Needed one by the looks of it. Courtney concedes.
Tightened right back up in the men's finals again, Sam. Sonya straight back to that mat up short length that she's been enjoying. Beautiful jack roll right onto the tee. I think Spencer's been reading the comments in the chat, Sam. He's stood up from those stairs.
Where is he?
He's standing up behind the...
I need a Spence
yeah,
cam.
yeah.
Alright, men's singles semi-finals, 12 apiece now between Cam Davison and Lucas Cameron. Paul Mize is making his move as well in their semi-final. He's back to just a 4-shot deficit. Riley Cameron still leads 12 shots to 8. Of course, those games 21 up as well. The final to be played later this evening after the women's singles final concludes.
Sonya changing here after seeing that Courtney's bowl might just be on a track on the way in. Avoid the risk. Play it nice and safe. Courtney changing hands too.
Needs to take the jack.
Probably a good miss in the end. I don't think that slice would have been too favourable. Sonia's made the correction on line after her last ran under. Still just looking for a couple of feet of weight. Good weight from Courtney there. Unfortunately, just got the backside of Sonia's bowl. Sonya King still likely holding 2 shots. Looking to tuck that jack away here, Sam.
Have to just now. Do you have to?
With how Courtney's been playing and looking at
Oh yeah,
trailing
that's
and sitting
probably a pretty
bowls,
good
I
point.
think.
Even if she gets to their front bowl first and falls back onto the line, isn't the worst.
Yeah. She's had 2 bowls weighted the same with her last 2, so...
Yeah, the only question is if she tries to draw another one, underplays it and fills a gap, because there are gaps either side. That's not the spot she would have wanted to get to.
No, it kind of just leaves another potential shoulder.
Yeah, correct. Sort of just in no man's land there.
What I've really liked seeing, and she's done it again there, is Courtney just keeps going back to her coach, asking the question, getting a really clear picture in her mind. And one thing we do know is if you've got 2 shots in your mind and you're tossing up between them, then you're probably not going to play either one well. So having someone there to think through the process with and make that decision-making process a bit easier is a really smart move from her.
Needs all the jack. Ooh. Wants a gap. Yeah, I told you there were either gaps either side. Lennon, there was one of them. Unlucky. 2. Alright, a couple. So back-to-back ends for Sonya King. Courtney Thompson still leading this final, 11 shots to 7.
Sonya initially kicking bowls back, thought she was going to change what she was doing with the mat there, but decides to walk it back up the green.
And then realises what she did about an hour and a half ago and decided, no, I'm going to stick with the short length.
Adrian Goldsmith coming out again to measure the jack here.
Adrian! Like Rocky. Sorry.
Who let you out of the house, Sam?
Oh, it's been a big few days.
if this is what we're getting now from you, how are you going to be at
Batesy, get out
9
there.
p.m. tonight
Nah, we'll be right.
with another final still to be
Right.
played? And the jack's coming back.
Short. Yeah, might prove to be a costly mistake if Courtney. She only popped the mat sort of a couple metres up from where the back of the rink is, so sort of seen a
Still
like a
only
real
playing
full length there.
a three-quarter kind of length, though.
She hasn't gone as long as she did in the semi-final.
Do you think that's a product of that, the green slowing down as the evening's going
Yeah,
on?
possibly.
Both.
You've already talked about rhythm most of the night. If you try and, I don't know, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Trying to like not overplay, but
You can get
go
a bit
away from
pushy
what's
trying to
been
reach
working.
that
Yeah,
full
you know what I
length.
mean. Yeah. Starter, Sonya King, starting to go good. She wasn't far away in the early stages. Courtney just played a couple of real big conversions, went down.
That's the thing with that pace dropping off the green. A 37 metre end before, the feeling that you have to deliver that the bowl that far may be the same feeling that you have for a 32, 33 metre end now.
Might have the gap again here.
Sonya will be disappointed with that one after her first.
Got to be close again. Can't get the gap twice, surely.
Oh,
No,
tickles the jack,
well.
but still just runs through for the one down. I really like that weight change. I realised that hole was there with the first. Toned it back halfway, still gave her a chance to either trail or sit the bowl. Sonya back into her rhythm this time. Makes two out of it. Oh, there is that signal in the screen from the marker.
I missed it.
Oh, it was a very clear two fingers behind his back. Oh, Courtney with the same weight again, just
other
getting the
side of the
outside of the
bowl.
ball. One thing with sitting it down is that hole's probably not there anymore for her. Probably lands that bowl or gets the jack
Yeah,
if she plays
yeah,
a similar
good
line.
point.
If you're Sonya now, though, you're probably going to be looking at getting something past all those pink bowls. Big risk if Courtney converts here that can make a number. Interesting hand change here. Was not expecting that. Obviously didn't want to leave anything there for Courtney to play off, but unfortunately ran into her own traffic.
I hope she plays at least searching weight here. She's a jack out anywhere to the right is 3. Can get the front bowl through the jack. Can get a straighten off the front bowl as well. Get both bowls moving. Few options.
Yeah, and from 2 down, any contact through that window, front bowl to back bowl, jack in between, it's going to reduce, you'd think. Stuck with the same weight she's been playing, I think. Good areas again, Sammy. Is she going to hold on? Just runs into that front one.
Well, played 4 good bowls that end. No reward, but that is the sport of Lawnies. Glenos, and it's another couple the way of Sonya King. Back to 11-9.
Another head that reflects what we were saying before, Sam, about how Courtney's probably been a little bit more consistent, and that's been the difference in the game so far. The ability to put 4 around it, whereas in that situation, Sonya just had the 2 there.
Couple updates for those interested in the men's semi-final scores. Cam Davison and Lucas Cameron locked at 14 apiece. Riley Cameron holds a margin, picked up the last couple of ends, 14-8 over Paul Myers. Those games 21 up. They're also timed. There's about an hour left, so imagine we get to 21.
Back at it with the tape again, Sammy. Adrian with a big smile on his face. He's loving life here. Getting to do something other than just flicking those scoreboards over.
Loving the airtime.
Keep himself busy. And looks like we're just going to be short by 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah, so she's tried it a couple of times to shorten things up and lost the mat twice. See if Courtney... We talked about that rhythm. I mean, she's played 4 cracking bowls at the previous end. And as a result, does she keep the same length or does she try and really stretch it out? That's going all the way back this time.
Jack's coming right down to the tee. Is it going to hang on?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think we'll see Sonya marching the mat right back up here.
Wait from Paul Myers on the rink next door. A few down, misses wide. It's a couple to Riley Cameron at least. Well, he's going good.
Great starter there from Sonya King. May not have rolled the jack to get her length, but with Courtney having that unforced error, gets to play Sonya's length anyway. But Courtney with a very good effort there and finishing in a nice home. 3 feet or so past. Good weight again from Sonya there. Courtney bowl and a little niggler jack. Holds on for the one.
Is that bowl behind the kitty, the last bowl?
Sorry,
Is it behind the kitty or?
front of ball level with front of pitch.
Shot bowl level with the front of the jack. Front of the bowl, front of the jack, Pete. So it can be there to piece that through the head.
Sonya on a good line. All down to wait whether she gets the hole or the bowl. Oh, gets the
Yeah.
edge. Finishes in a really good home for her, though. Didn't have anything past the jack prior to that one. Courtney with a nice looking line again here too. Can she tickle that jack away?
Fall back onto the line as all time. Real good.
Tough one here for Sonya now. She plays that backhand. Needs to split through both bowls, but the jack's obviously going to Courtney's bowl if she plays that side. On the forehand. Really needs to get the jack to move the right way to spring to her own. It's going to be weight critical either way to make sure things rattle around the right way for her. Shaping up to play that backhand. She's got some pace. Jack goes right through the back but follows the same line as Courtney's. Oh, wait for the rink marker to go down, but fairly certain Courtney will be holding the one here. Yeah, that rink marker, as you can see, directly on the number 9.
So we're saying 1 to Courtney Glenn and a
I'd be fairly confident. They may want to get the tape out on it, but
still room to draw the shot to make certainty of it anyway.
absolutely. The quality of draw bowling we've seen so far, I would not be surprised at all.
Falls in, I'm not sure unless it's
Sonya having a good
very,
look.
very lucky
Yep.
Adrian's already run over. Neither going to concede.
Getting the string out. The veneer calipers. Oh, they're going to measure this wing bowl too, I think. Oh no, just removing a bowl from the dish.
That looks short, doesn't it?
Yep, one to the pink bowl.
After all that, that's what we thought it would be, Glenn. It's a 1. We have Courtney Thompson. Stops the run of 3 ends in a row. Sonya King and 12-9 the score. Evenly poised this game.
Never in doubt, Sam. Always knew it from this angle. Don't know why they measured.
Was there ever
We're
no-
only
no,
15
it wasn't.
metres away.
Yeah. Obviously. 18-8. The lead to Riley Cameron now over Paul Myers. The other semi. Now, Cam Davison had a little bit of a lead early. Lucas Cameron picked up a couple threes to work his way back into it, and it's been dead even ever since. 15 apiece the score at the moment.
Courtney persisting with that long length.
This is probably a fraction longer than we've seen previously.
But again, as she's done it all game long, and it's been really good that when she has gone that long length, she's made sure that first bowl is passed. Giving herself the licence to really try and get as close as she can to the jack with the second by having that security blanket of a bowl passed early. Courtney in a good area again. Still just a touch quick, but good
That's
enough
good
for
areas.
two.
Really good.
Sorry, Sam back after a brief delay talking with our,
Oh,
our
sorry.
wonderful state
Just
coach.
dissecting the art. The Lions draw yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, that was the Lions draw, not the Lions raw there, Sam. Fair correction from Sonya King, that one. It's one thing she has done really well when she's had some of those poor short bowls that have been in there. She's generally come back and been pretty close with the next.
How's the Jimmy Mack into commentary petition going? I reckon we'll save it for the last couple of ends.
Yeah, love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, right.
What's the magic number when she gets to
16?
16? Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I was thinking. Just over one end away. Because that's where the game gets interesting in singles, isn't it? Just outside that 4 or 5
Yeah,
shots.
once you get to within striking distance of being able to win. Oh, Sonya's got one within 4 here. Can Courtney Thompson do anything about it? Chance.
She got the bowl.
Wants the
Not
jack
another
now.
hole. Oh. This direction, 2 ends in a row, she's been seriously stiff with some of those gaps between bowl and jack.
And that's at least 3 or 4 times on that hand coming back in this direction. Almost the exact setup as that other end.
Given what we've seen from Sonya so far, she's been really good at when holding, making the disciplined choice, not wanting to risk giving anything away. So unfortunately missed her line again there, but seen a safe weight, never risking overplaying anything. Another one to Sonya King.
What does that make the score, Glenn?
10-12.
Nice.
What's the end breakdown been,
You're both
Sonny?
idiots. The end breakdown. 7-8. 8-7 the way of Courtney Thompson. Nothing in it, just the 1-3 in the game. That came to Courtney Thompson on an N10. Apart from that, just 1s and 2s.
No need for Adrian Goldsmith this end.
No.
Sonia's nailed her jack.
Sonya King fighting hard in this women's singles final.
Tell you what, Sam, we've had some cracking finals the last couple of days. Open pairs yesterday, semi-final and grand final, both coming down as the last end. This one, only 2 in it in the race to 21. Another good starter from Courtney there.
Yeah, gets all of it. Falls back down as well.
Oh, Sonya threatens the jack. Just runs by it. Still 2 bowls in great catching position though. You can imagine Courtney will be wanting to get to those bowls now. Get into that catching zone. Because it's no secret what Sonya's going to want to play. Areas again from Sonya.
Got something moving
Got
this
it
time.
this time.
Meets Jack all the
Jack
way
right
the
through.
hole. Great shot.
Courtney just asking for how far short the shot bowl is of Jack.
His 3 is a bit of pressure, but there is still room to draw it. How far are we saying, Glenn?
Oh, a mat and a half?
Yeah, I was going to say just over it. 1.5 foot. There's room. Clears the front 2, at least. We'll cut it back to 1.
Jack's only hanging on to the green by about 2 inches.
Yes.
Not a bad attempt here from Courtney. Is she going to hang on? Not quite. Each player with one more go though.
Yes, is prefer the backhand to draw it.
Oh, she'd already played 2 bowls there.
Just going to draw one close, mate.
Sonya taking her time here. Knows that this could be a really big turning point in the game. Chance to make a good number.
Good pace here. Good line, but no change. Does it change Courtney shot?
It is an awfully big target there if she wants to try and play through everything and reduce.
So that's her toucher that's been promoted as well.
I think if you do go big on that forehand, you can take definitely one bowl out. If you pick the gap, you can get jack. The difficulty with that is that the shot bowl at the moment is a toucher, so if you do happen to get the bowl at 12 o'clock through the shot bowl.
Yeah, the only thing the
It
shot
may stick
bowl
around.
is toucher as
Yes.
well. Yeah. Draw the shot. That's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she was probably a foot overweight with the last. Knows that if she drops 3 feet, she'll be close to shot or at least cut it back to 1.
Just changed over to the forehand to try and draw this off. Not there. All right. Glenn, for the first time in the game, Sonya King will pick up a 3 and take the lead of the final, 13-12. Fair trailer jack.
Yeah, it always helps.
Always helps.
Saying that though, she'd done the work with the first 2 bowls, put them in really good scoring zones, gave herself something to play to. She was unlucky with her second bowl not to get a little tickle of the jack. Anyway, and Courtney let her off the hook with her own second bowl. They're not getting past. Another high standard head though. Oh, we're going to call for the tape again, Sammy.
Just yell at Adrian. There you go. Oh!
Oh, he's been pipped at the post.
Who's that? Oh, Rodney.
Rodney Bates
Rodney's
coming
into
in
the
from
building.
the other end.
Nice for him.
The battle of dueling umpires out here, racing for
Oh,
their
there we go
21
now.
metre tapes. Oh, we're about 2 feet short.
All right, Lucas Cameron is 1 away from victory. He's picked up the last couple ends. 20-17, the scoreline over Cam Davis.
Could we be on for the father-son final?
Oh, we
Sammy?
are on because Riley Cameron's only 3 away. 18-11 against Paul Myers, although Paul's just won another end, so another score to go on there. In fact, he's picked up a 3, so that's now 18-14, Glenn.
Been impressive looking across the green and
The far rink in the men's singles semi, it's sort of gone a bit quiet over there. Cam Davison was game down, 1 down. Lucas Cameron's bowl sitting jack high, and he's sat the bowl all the way through and makes 2. 19-20 the scoreline.
who said bowls wasn't exciting, Sam?
This is good stuff from Sonya King. Going good now. It's a good shot.
It's a really interesting test for Courtney at the moment. Obviously, Sonya came from a long way back in the last game. Courtney Was comfortably ahead for most of the journey in her semi-finals. So
Yep.
to see how she responds to being down now.
Like it. Just overplaying that one.
And it goes back to that conversation we were having earlier about that mentality in singles and how you can dig yourself out of a hole and maintain energy and stay positive when things aren't going your way, and to
This is handy again from Sonya.
yeah, very good. Good areas again. It's just going to be down to the weight, which is just lacking. Sonya in a good area again,
Look at the weight control.
and that'll,
Needs to stand
in.
up.
even if it's not in, it's in Courtney's eye line.
Yeah, it means she's got to draw two. The jack can't really get any result off the front bowls now. Riley Cameron snags a 2 and is also on 20. Both the Camerons on 20, one away. Cam Davison is playing his last bowl of the end of the far rink. His game down again. Looks to be wide. Oh, has he got a result off the front bowl? No, he hasn't. Lucas Cameron picks up the end he needs to get him to 21 first. He's in to the men's singles final, the Novice Carnival.
Boys shake hands and give each other a quick hug, and once again another great display of sportsmanship that we've seen right throughout this Novice Championship. New bowlers all playing
Every
in the right
game,
spirit.
Glenn. The game between Paulie Myers and James McPherson, the big fella sitting behind us here this morning, played in unbelievable spirits. Jimmy Drew shot on the last end to send the game to an extra end after time had expired. Both on 17 all, both just giving each other high fives as they. I'll never give away high fives.
Sorry, who's
Okay.
who's James McPherson? Doesn't he only answer to Courtney's boyfriend?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Courtney's taken some time with Steve Garcia again, coach on the sideline, really wanting to get that clear picture, make a good decision about what shot she wants to play here. Obviously 2 or 3 down. Looks to be a decent track, maybe just
Got
a
the
little
jack!
bit. Got the jack through for 2. Fine line between getting the jack and being 3 down, but gets a big piece of it.
Only 2.
Wow.
Just missing the front bowl. That was enough to take the jack.
How are you feeling if you're Sonya there?
Yeah. And retakes the lead, 14-13 in doing so.
I think that'll be a good nerve settler for Courtney. A couple ends in a row, had the lead by 2 or 3 at one stage, and unfortunately went down after Sonia's big trail last end and said, anything you can do, I can do better. Trails it back herself. Shortened that mat up a little bit from where she has been playing. Back to that more true 3/4 length.
And backs it up with a handy opener.
Yeah, she looked really driven there to get on with the job after trailing that jack. Picked the jack straight up, mat down, jack down, really wanted to get on with things. I think it might have just been the spark she needed internally to keep going after a slight lull. Sonya with perfect weight. Once again, we see Courtney ensuring that one of her first couple of bowls is past it. Makes it easy to play super trails like she did last end when you've got one behind. And Sonia's corrected her line beautifully here.
Gets a piece of the jack as well as Sonya. Makes the one. Courtney, one down on the forehand, looking to sit the bowl through.
Good areas again, Sam.
Got it.
Couple of big bowls with her last couple of ends. Sonia still a chance to reply, and with a good catch of numbers there.
Jack down the line is a full count.
That pink shot bowl is bowl and a half in front of the jack, so it doesn't have the cleanest look at just jack. But if she can play the right way to punch and follow through the jack, or just get a slight tickle off it. 8 inches of movement to do the job. Sonia looking to play backhand. Wants to get under Courtney's bowl. It's 2.5 feet short. Set the shot or trail, I'm imagining.
Chance,
Good
Glenn.
area.
Needs a piece of bowl and the jack. Oh, get the bowl out clean.
Still
Did it need the jack?
Still may have made 2. I think they'll might have a look at the 3rd and 4th, but
How's the conversions from both ladies at 3rd and 4th bowls? This time it's Sonia sitting the bowl through for at least 2.
getting the tape out. Either way, we know we're going to have another lead change. Just the two, Sammy. By my count, that makes Sonya King 15, Courtney Thompson 14. Oh! Riley with the kill on the rink next door.
Shake hands time. Riley Camel with a huge drive on the last end, kills the end, has the shot on the respot, and does what not many have been able to this weekend. There's defeat Paul Myers.
You know what that means, Sam?
He's going to place Dad in the final. What are the chances of that? We started with 88 sections on Saturday morning.
They must be doing something right down in Leopold.
That is an unbelievable outcome. Yeah.
Couple of loose ones to start this end. Oh, Sonya up and through the jack.
All of it. Well, that's all right. Gets to it first. Changes the shape of things.
5 foot trail.
Courtney sticking with his forehand. Probably needs to be, I was going to say, around with the right weight. Nearly gets back. Cuts out the front one. Good work, Stuart. Doing a good job, mate. Good here again. Running all the way. Adds in a second. Probably wants to get back down to the line. Leaves the jack slightly exposed, but it's a good couple.
Not a bad time to have them in front of the jack either. When it's that close to the ditch. Makes it harder to play. Just good draw weight to find a track in. Courtney
No
underweight
weight,
again.
no weight. Well, big chance now for Sonya. And in a third.
Good again here from Sonya. Sit the toucher and stay for 3. It probably does help Courtney out a little bit though. She's fallen shy with her last 2. Really does create a funnel up towards the jack now. I can't imagine she's going to be shy again. However, plant the shot bowl, trail the jack in. Contact with either of the other bowls may help reduce as well.
Yeah, just looking to reduce more than anything.
She's gone back to speak to her coach again.
Get the JR rake out for this one, I reckon, Glenn. This is set up perfectly for it. Straight up the middle on the forehand.
The RNJR does stand for raking, doesn't it?
Yes,
Just raking.
just raking. Needs the
She's
inside
got-
of this bowl. And a priest of
Got
the
the
jack.
jack.
Gets it. Gets into the ditch for one.
Huge result.
Another big conversion.
It's a couple of times now where it's been a fine line, one each for Courtney and Sonya to that corner of the jack for a number, while down a number.
Ties us up at 15 apiece.
2 ends in a row going this way that Courtney's played a mega trail with her last. And we're at 15 all.
There you go now, Stuart.
Courtney goes with the 3/4 length again. Lovely bowl there from Courtney Thompson. Corrects by 3 feet on her first.
That's a good bowl.
That's a good bowl there from Sonya.
Are you sure?
While she didn't get the shot, she's finished in a nice spot. That's where the jack's going if there's any contact made on that front bowl. Courtney with the hand change.
This is good again.
Did he just get past? Oh, widens that target a little bit. That last bowl of Sonya is looking in an even better position now.
Yeah, to look a little bit more inviting from the mat.
Oh, she's coming with some weight. Doesn't like it.
First real sort of weight we've seen, isn't it?
Yeah, and it surprises me. She plays
Didn't
the
need to.
same weight as her
was
second
okay.
bowl.
Yeah, didn't need to.
In fact, the same weight as her last bowl. Probably sits the second shot. If she does pinch that line slightly, she springs the jack. If you're Courtney here, are you getting back towards the tee after seeing that weight that Sonya's just played?
Yes.
Changing hands again, back to the backhand.
Yeah, best back, cover the spot, it's all good. Done it well.
Sonya coming
Yeah,
down for a
she's
look.
well and truly got the respot covered, Glenn. Is it Pretty good indeed. Yeah, I think Sonya only has to play the same weight as she did with her second bowl. Just enough to get the bowl through the jack. A couple of metres is fine. Give it a chance to turn a little, get the inside of the bowl, get the split.
We're situated side on here, directly in line with the jack, and that black bowl is 3 feet, nearly to the millimetre behind the jack there, so it won't take a lot to spring it. Gets it moving 18 inches, she'll win the measure.
Play the
She's
same
just gone
weight.
with that bigger weight
Just gonna
again.
play the same bowl, misses wide. Well, a bit of a loose head from Sonya. Courtney put the pressure on, and after that unbelievable last bowl, the previous picks up a very handy 2 at this stage. Can win the game within 4. 17-15 the lead.
It's always an interesting time in a singles game when the first player gets within that one end number. You know that you've always got to defend the full count. But by the same token, it's when you've got a lead and you're only 4 away, it can be that time that you do get a little bit tense, a little bit nervous knowing that there's not long left.
Half a row that way, please. Sorry, Peter. Perfect. Thank you.
It's just the length we've seen Courtney play most of the games, sort of. It's metre or so up from where the spot is, and then hasn't quite stretched out. It's probably shorter than what she's been playing, to be fair.
And reflecting that, first bowl carrying you through a bit. Both players nailing the line with their first bowls. Correction from Courtney, but still runs through about 3 feet. Sonya correcting as well. Does enough for the one.
We're slowly working our way back towards the jack. Can't believe that ball hasn't fell down. What is that? It has not fell.
Just wants to be a bit of an outlier of all the other bowls on an absolutely perfect line to start the end. Speaking of perfect
again.
line,
Oh.
Sonya with good weight.
Yeah, corrected the weight. Okay, just missed the line under. Chance here for Courtney to add a second.
Finishes in a nice home.
Yep, that'll be 2. Sonya King needs to draw the shot off with her last. Stay in touch. 4-hand draw. Not far away, Glenn. Not far away. Oh, Sonya King
What a bowl.
does it again. 17-16, stays within touch.
Sam, I'm kicking myself that I've only just seen it now.
But
But can Sonya be the comeback king? As much as 7 down earlier in the game. Draws it while a couple down there to bring it back within
lucky
one.
you picked it up now, not after the game was done and you came to me and said, oh, we didn't mention this.
Oh, I wouldn't have
Nice.
slept tonight if that was the case.
Yeah, yes. All right, the comments have been asking for it all evening. The petition has hundreds of signatures on it. So we thought we'd bring in Jimmy McPherson into the commentary box for the last few ends.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We've opened it up with Courtney with a good first bowl. She's really starting to crack into that first bowl pressure, which for singles it really is. First bowl in and you can really control the end here. But Sonya's been playing incredible tonight.
You've had that ready to go for the last half hour, haven't you?
Yeah, just been sitting around doing
Good,
not much,
good,
watching
good.
some incredible bowls. You wouldn't really
No,
think
you're
of these
not
novices.
emotionally invested in this game whatsoever, are you?
Not at all.
No.
Oh, just a bit quick here, covering the back.
So it's 17-16. Sets up for an unbelievable finish. How often have we seen the last bowl change the shape of the head, change the result? Both players.
Don't think I've seen too many novices put this many conversions in a game like this before.
This is good again. Doesn't
Good
want to open
here.
anything up. Now
Little gap there
stands
as
up on
well.
the line. That's okay. Probably forces Sonya to change hands. Yep.
They're both looking pretty calm and collected for how big the stakes are for this game.
No time limit for the finals. Just first to 21. Jeez, I tell you what.
Very narrow miss there. Any hit there, she could have gotten both clean.
Yeah,
or
she tried
change
to go aggressive the last end, coming back this way when Courtney put two on like this and missed wide both times. This time Courtney has a chance to add a third, maybe even a fourth in and win the game.
Holding the follow through, normally likes it.
Oh, it needs to stop in time.
Bit of grass back there, matches the back bowls, always good.
It's actually not bad, almost a bit of cover and count. That's a real good one near the respot. Sonya King, last bowl of the end. Surely needs to get back to wait where if she misses, she gets third shot.
Coming in with a bit of pace, I reckon.
Oh, it's positive. It's more direct
looking
this
alright.
time. And runs away. Needs to sit. Oh, that was the
Just
most
ran a
important
bit.
thing. Yeah, played better speed. Stopped in time to get at least third shot. So, Courtney won't look to win the game this end, but he'll try and add a third and get within one of the title.
Plenty of room to draw here.
Looks quick. No, it's not. I've got no
Great
idea what I'm
pace,
talking
great
about.
shot. Picks up the 3.
Haven't seen many big numbers in this game so far. We've played 22 ends now. It's Courtney's second 3 for the game.
Been a game of swings and roundabout. Sonya had
Yeah.
a lot of that momentum for the last few ends.
Correct.
Courtney made that really big conversion to take the jack, and I think that's swapped it up a bit. Sonya really going short, which is not many novice people, but I suppose people at this novice level, this festival has been absolutely incredible. Not many people do train that real minimum.
Yeah, correct. And not many, I don't think we've seen too many, like how good the bowls has been, and you've been a part of it, of course, as well, over the weekend. We haven't seen too many people with like a predetermined tactic going into the game, of how they want to play. Obviously, we saw Sonya in the previous game, we talked about it, bringing the mat all the way up. Playing real short.
If you can really dominate that length and put that first ball in, that's how they're really
Yeah,
making
you end
these
up going
leads.
around chasing. Yep.
Playing the percentage shots. Courtney's here with good weight. Will she be able to run it out? It's a decent first bowl here.
Just one away, of course, the title on the line, but $1,000 in prize money as well for the winner.
That's not too bad, you know.
You're not getting a share of that, I don't think.
Oh, could be a few nice dinners. A little bit narrow, yeah, and short as well.
Post just missing the weight. Does it force Courtney to change over yet? Yes.
The weight looks okay so far.
It's thereabouts. There's still room for Sonya.
This is when the nerves will come into play from both players here.
Jeez, it's gone dead quiet, by the way.
You can hear a pin drop. This does look a bit quick. Can she get a result off the bowl?
Oh, what edge is she going to get? She gets the right edge. Just gets to the outside of that bowl and she finds herself in a tricky situation. Gets the inside rub and holds one.
Adam, my voice is the only good thing I've done about bowls this weekend, mate. So
No, you
That's
haven't.
all
You've had
you.
a good reel here this morning. You had a cracking game in the round of 32 against Paul Myers.
oh, it was one for
That's
the
all
ages.
time.
But what have we done here? Bit quick.
Just giving it a chance to sit the bowl, move the jack, just maybe overplayed it a little.
Creating more options. And
Yeah,
back ball's
definitely
good.
creates another option. You're right.
Sean, she can put me in lead or skip. She's going to be the
Yeah,
choice from
she's
now on.
in
She's
charge now.
Boy, is she been
wasn't
able
already.
to play wonders.
Sonya good again. She might
Puts
be
in
all the way
two.
back down to the jack here. That's
Good toucher.
as good as it is. Says the obvious target, isn't it?
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
almost play the same weight and get the jack all the way through now.
Courtney has been playing those good conversions, so she's just got to back herself here.
Yep.
Talking with Coach Steve Garcia. Great pickup from MCC this year. Absolute ripper of a bloke as well.
Every time we've gone for the chat with Steve, something good has usually happened with the last bowl.
Oh.
The right shot has been played more often than not.
Just about the confidence.
Yep.
Back yourself. No, you can do it. You've done it multiple times.
Can she do it again to get to 21? Courtney Thompson.
Holding the follow through. Normally good. He's a bit skinny.
Throwing on the way in.
Misses gaps.
Finds the gap and playing that weight runs away from the head and gives Sonya King a chance to add a third and make things really interesting.
Would make it come. It's going to be down to the wire. You can just tell.
I feel there's going to be one more big conversion. Play one more end after this, at least. Last bowl of the end. Sonya King holding two.
You're right there. The last one really does put pressure to get that last 21. This bit wide. Definitely not going to be counting.
Yeah,
Never
shot
know.
stuck out
Could
wide,
work.
short.
Picks up the
two.
two.
Yep.
And we could probably guess what length we're going to go here. The length that Sonya's been doing very well at.
Yeah, been going short, although she's had a couple jack rocks that have fell short. She might be wise to just give herself an extra metre here.
She does go. She has been at least for the first half of the game, gone really close to that marker for the minimum length. But you know, if you can roll a jack as she's been rolling it pretty well, may as well.
That last one, if she draws that last one, she's within 2 of the win. Still 3 away.
Look at
Needs to
Pacey
get all
picks
the
up
jack. Okay.
Goes with it. It's a good result, making that a little bit further as well. Both these ladies put down a large number of bowls over this weekend as well. They should be very proud of themselves to make this final, and the level they've been doing it, you know, could be at a very, very high level. And yeah, we're a novice this year, and so they've got plenty more that they're going to be doing in their future they should be proud of.
Yeah, we started out with just over 30 sections of women's singles on Saturday morning.
Just runs a bit quick there.
Around 100 players, and these are the last 2 standing, and what a final it has been.
Courtney's as well has had a ripper of a pennant season too. Just incredible leading. Just playing this if she can get it.
Does it stop in time? Sonya asks the question. Oh, it's still 1. Away of Sonya. Might have added another here. Has. That is the shot and falls back down. It's not going to look any easier from the mat, is it?
No, definitely not.
Still has 2 bowls left. Think your way through this. Still trying to look to draw. There's still room. Can draw underneath either side of the last bowl with good weight.
Exactly. Cut it down. You'll take 1.
Yeah. All down to the weight here.
Okay, the line here can hold.
The weight was absolutely spot on to draw the shot.
It.
All of a sudden, it's down to this situation where Jimmy, where now Sonya can add a 3rd and hold game.
Oh, it's a nervous one. Does look a bit quicker than the rest, but it does slow down here quite a bit.
Stop in time.
Oh,
it runs too far. It runs too far, even if it gets to the last bowl.
Courtney Thompson going over with Steve Garcia. Which, fair enough, with this much on the line.
There we're going here, so Courtney with the last bowl needs 1 to win, currently 2 down at the head. Back herself to draw the shot still.
Yeah.
Speed was spot on with the last one.
Whatever you choose, you've got to play with confidence. You know, if you're going to play with that little bit of weight, you'd much rather in the pit than be short. With how well she's been playing, she can draw this, she can work off something.
Courtney Thompson.
It's out there and she's still holding the follow through.
For the win.
Can she do it?
Better line.
Better line. How is it?
Needs a clear run.
Oh, will it fall in?
Which way does it fall?
In. Oh, and she's done it, I believe. I think she's done it. Head up to the sky with a sigh of relief. And she's done it.
Sonya
They've
King
concluded.
concedes.
Courtney Thompson is your novice champion, ladies and gentlemen. What a cracking game from these ladies. Wow. That was incredible.
Both players embraced that final, played in great spirits.
Great spirits. both ladies deserved it. They played well all weekend through the singles. The pairs, they both did pretty
Yeah,
well.
they both
Unlucky
did.
to get out of their sections, but bomb after bomb in that game.
What an intriguing final. Not only the tactical battle, but both ladies' ability to convert went down
Oh, incredible.
numerous occasions.
It's a bright future for them.
Oh, absolutely. It's just the start.
Got a very nervous dad running down the green now.
Yeah. Don't fall. You better go over there, mate.
Oh, I better
Well
give her a
done.
hug
Thanks for
and
jumping on for the
congratulate her.
last couple of ends.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Jimmy. It's a win the way of Courtney Thompson. She's our women's singles Novice State champion for 2024. And the good news is there's still one more final to come. Father-son battle. Riley and Lucas Cameron from Leopold to come next. That'll be very shortly. Don't go anywhere. Courtney Thompson takes home the title over Sonya King, 21 shots to 18.
There's something for everyone at Mulgrave Country Club. The Bistro Cafe is open daily, there's free entertainment most nights of the week, and their private function rooms can cater for 30 to 250 guests. Mulgrave Country Club, Wheelers Hill, your friendly community sporting club. There's something for everyone at Mulgrave Country Club. The Bistro Cafe is open daily, there's free entertainment most nights of the week, and their private function rooms can cater for 30 to 250 guests.